Aside from my intelligence, I'm cunning as a rat, and I shall put these attributes to use upon the mat. I remind the competition and every wrestling fan, behold, the genius Lanny Poffo, the world's smartest man.
I know you gonna dig this.
Get funky with me.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Chicago, Queen of Heaven Cemetery. I've been here before, just last year, I think it was. Mad Sam is here, Mobster, Spalacho Brothers. And I was here, I remember I was right over there for one of the graves, and I was looking at this mausoleum, and I was like, Lanny Poffo. Lanny Poffo from the WWF in the 80s is in there, and I'm going to go there. And it was closed by the time I finished that video that day. But I'm back. It's 2025, September. Let's go inside. Pay respects to a really charismatic wrestler, a really funny guy, a motivational speaker, a published author, Leaping Lanny, the genius Poffo. Let's go inside. What an incredible mausoleum. This reminds me so much of the California mausoleums at Glendale and Forest Lawn, Glendale. It's just incredible. Wow. You gotta see this place inside. I've been inside before, and I know it's just incredible. This mausoleum is huge, and I know I'm far, far away from where Mr. Poffo is. Like, he's on the other end. I came in the main entrance, and I realized I'm talking quietly, but that's out of respect, of course. And there are some people in here as well that seem to be having some sort of smaller service. I'm far away from them, but I still like to be able, or still try to be as quiet as possible. And you can just look at this, check it out. I mean, it's huge. I didn't realize how big this was. I think he's best known, Lanny Poffo, for two things. For being in the WWF under using the name The Genius. I knew him as Leaping Lanny. And of course his brother and father. His brother is Macho Man, Randy Savage. And his father was Angelo Poffo. He started in the 70s. I think I might be on the wrong floor. I'm not sure. It was in 1985 when he joined the WWF. And he was kind of on the lower cards. Never was a headliner exactly. But yeah, look at the lights going automatic. I think they do. Wow. Yeah. And he became known as, he might be in this room actually. It's because he's near the end somewhere. He was manager for Kurt Hennig. He was manager for the Beverly Brothers. Moonsault was his move. But I remember specifically him reading the poems.
That great big ugly Russian thinks he's worth $1 million. He had better stick to wrestling because his singing really sucks.
He was so athletic and so agile. He could flip all around, fly all around the ring. He was amazing. And, wow, look at this. Yeah, but then he became known as the genius. He would come out and read those poems. Didn't he come out in a cap and gown? I feel like he did. Wow. Okay, let me see here. Little map right there. And of course his grave is listed on Find a Grave, but once you get into a mausoleum with the pin that you use from Find a Grave, it can be a little difficult. But yeah, here we go. It's easier when the grave is on the lawn. In the mausoleum, once you use the pin, it gets a little difficult. But I believe he's in the St. Stephen's section. Yeah, I remember going like to Maple Leaf Gardens with my father, and Leaping Lanny was on a lot of, you know, he wouldn't be in the early wrestling, in the early matches, but in the middle. But it was shocking at one point to find out as a kid, oh my gosh, that's Randy Savage's brother. Didn't know. And apparently they had a great relationship, got along very well. And yeah, I think he's in here. Yeah, I think this is where I'm supposed to be. I hope the light comes on. There's no light. Boy. I'm almost positive he's in this section. Oh, it could be over here. No, that's St. I thought it was the St. Stephen's section. Now I'm lost. I am lost. I'm in the right section. There's his father. Let me zoom in. Poffo. His father on the left. Died in 2010. And Lanny Poffo, 1950 something to 2023. I think he was about 67 or 68 when he passed. Yes, he was. I know he was doing signings, like autograph signings, virtual signings, and also in person. He was supposed to be in Baltimore, but he died in New York City. He was of heart failure, and he died in his sleep. He was 68, I think. But hopefully you can see that okay. But what I was saying before was he was an accomplished writer, and published author, and he wrote books also directed toward children about alcohol awareness and tobacco use. And he was very, very anti-alcohol, anti-tobacco. He had a daughter, a wife, he had grandchildren, and he seemed like an amazing guy. I was listening to a podcast earlier today from some wrestlers talking about, this is the day after he passed away. Everybody had great kind words about him. Said he was super intelligent, super nice, and really, really witty. And he had a podcast too. He was very active on social media before he passed away. But he's always going to be, as much as he's Lanny Poffo, Randy Savage's brother, Lanny the genius, he's always going to be Leaping Lanny to me. Maybe that's a lot of us think the same thing. I remember Leaping Lanny Poffo. Now there is nowhere I can leave a rock and actually say on the outside, do not leave anything inside, flowers, anything. And as you can see around me, nobody's really, personal items are not left, so I will not be leaving my traditional rock. But rest in peace, Lanny, and rest in peace to your father, Angelo. take you for a walk through here as we exit and to show you this beautiful, beautiful mausoleum. Yes, as you can see, there's no, the stained glass work is incredible. There's no personal decorations like flowers or anything here. Right there, wow. The etchings, carvings, I mean, amazing. Thanks for watching, everybody. Glad I finally made it to Lanny Poffo's grave. It's been a while that I wanted to come here. And rest in peace to Lanny and Angelo, and I hope his family's doing well. And I put a link below to my video on Randy Savage. That's on my channel as well. Thanks for watching. Peace.